The loyalty program craze across the cruise industry continues as Royal Caribbean shares a big announcement regarding their loyalty program and a status match. We will share that news with you and what this means for Carnival Cruise Line's VIFP program that is set to change this year as well. We're also sharing news from Disney Cruise Line as a new private island is ready for passengers to enjoy. And we're going to have a slight change here on Island Time. We're going to start a new series, and I will share all the details about that as well. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. Hey, big happy Friday to all you Islanders. We hope that you're having a great Friday, that you're having a good weekend, you're relaxing, you're doing something fun, you're working on your next cruise. We are on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. We are sharing news regarding two of the hottest topics across the cruise industry, and that is loyalty programs and private islands on the show today. Let me first invite you, if you like staying up to date with cruise news and everything happening in the cruise world, be sure you're subscribed to the channel, ring the bell to receive notifications when we upload content. That content is about to ramp up. I hinted at the intro of this video that some changes are going to take place. These are changes based on feedback that you guys leave us each and every day. Amanda and I are about to start a series. We do a lot of cruise news, right? This show is cruise news, but we're going to start a series regarding just more general cruise videos. Which cruise line is best for me? Should I try another cruise line? What is on your packing list? What can I cruise without? Just general cruise videos, and Amanda will be right here with me. She's the glue that holds everything together, and if you've seen our content when we're together, you know it's dynamic, you know it's fun. What I ask from you Islanders, what are some general videos? What are some topics of things that you want Amanda and I to discuss together? We have several of them lined up and ready to go. We want to hear from you. What videos do you want to see Amanda and I create when it comes to cruising? Think Cruising 101 and tips and tricks videos. Also videos about traveling as a couple, as a family. Having a YouTube channel, let us know what you would like to see in the comments section below. We're going to talk about cruise line loyalty programs. We're going to get to Carnival's changes here very, very soon. They're not here yet, but we will share with you how this story and this news impacts those changes as Royal Caribbean Group makes a change to their loyalty program, and they're making sure that all three of the cruise lines that they own are now all inclusive and interchangeable, and that perks from one of their cruise lines can interact with another one. Loyalty programs are a hot topic. Cruisers want to be loyal to particular cruise lines, but they want to receive something in return. Passengers and cruisers want to sail 10, 12, 20 times with the same cruise line, but get these perks in return. Get that free laundry, get priority embarkation and debarkation, get free drinks, and freeze time in the spa. There's so many other perks that cruise lines are looking at, and cruise lines across the industry have changed their loyalty program in 2023 and 2024. Royal Caribbean is the latest to do this. Carnival Cruise Line, of course, is going to this year as well. Royal Caribbean Group owns three cruise lines. The one that you know most famously is Royal Caribbean International, right? We know Royal Caribbean International. You've probably heard, and you may even have sailed on Celebrity Cruises. And then Silver Sea Cruises is kind of the pinnacle, the luxury of the three. But they have three different cruise lines, part of Royal Caribbean Group. And what Royal Caribbean Group has done is they said, we recognize that there are three different loyalty programs with these three different cruise lines. And we know that passengers from one of these cruise lines like to sail on the other. I like Royal Caribbean. I also like Celebrity. And they cruise, but they've earned points and they've earned their status separately. Royal Caribbean Group has now shared that no matter which of these three cruise lines that you sail, we're going to match your status across the board. That way, when you step on a cruise line for the first time and you've sailed with another cruise line, Royal Caribbean International, so many times, 15 times you step on board Celebrity, you're not a new cruiser anymore. You can carry that status over. Royal Caribbean Group with these three cruise lines, they use a points-based system. If you're familiar with Carnival, they do the number of days at sea, right? This is a points-based system where you do get 1 point for every day that you cruise, but if you're in a suite, you receive 2 points. If you're a solo cruiser, you receive 2 points. So there's ways to get more than just 1 point for every night that you sail. You can now apply your existing loyalty club points to any of these 3 cruise lines and enjoy the perks that that cruise line offers for those different levels. One thing I love about this change is it is effective basically right now. Starting next week, cruisers are able to do this, and we have already seen positive feedback from cruisers who are in that situation where they've sailed Celebrity time after time, but they're going on the new Icon of the Seas. They're going on the Utopia this summer, and they get to use that status. It's something that people have been asking for a long time. This will have an impact on the industry. This will cause people who are so loyal to one cruise line, like Royal Caribbean International, to try Celebrity, to try Silver Sea, because their loyalty status will carry over. Now, one thing that I think is really neat is that if you cruise one of these 3 cruise lines within Royal Caribbean Group, you now have 66 ships that you can cruise, and that your status is matched across all 66 ships. You don't have to start over. 66 ships, that's a lot of ships that you can sail and have the same perks as you would on any of them. I think it's really, really cool. We all know that this is pretty neat news. And we also know as well that Carnival Cruise Line has shared several times that they are revamping their VIFP program. They've been open about this. They have said that the changes should be in place. The new program should be in place this year, 2024. One thing that they've mentioned over and over that people have asked about is this exact same thing. There's a lot of people who enjoy cruising on Carnival Cruise Line, but they also sail on Princess Cruises, which is owned by Carnival Corporation. They own both Carnival Cruise Line and Princess, and you're not able to carry over your status. And so you may be Platinum or Diamond on Carnival Cruise Line, and then a lower entry-level tier on Princess because you don't sell them as much. And people have said, can you match that status? And one thing Carnival Corporation and Carnival Cruise Line employees have said is that's very hard. The programs are so different, I really don't think we can do this. And it's interesting to see that Royal Caribbean Group has solved this issue and this desire that people who sell on Carnival Corporation brands want. Could this push Carnival Corporation to do something similar so that as you cruise on different cruise lines, and Carnival Corporation has many more cruise lines than Royal Caribbean Group does, but does this push them to do some of the same thing? We don't know that yet, but we do know that the new program, the new VIFP program, it could be called something different whenever it comes back out. But we know that it's set to come out this year. There could be new levels as well. We know that the leader of the program is someone who worked for the airline industry and created a very popular airline industry loyalty program as well. That person is no longer working for the airline. They are working for Carnival, and they're trying to come up with this new loyalty program that gives you better perks. Carnival has already said, I've heard Carnival representatives say the program needs to be revamped. It needs to offer more. It needs to give more. We're going to see what happens here. It would be neat to see if they incorporate some of the things that other cruise lines do. For instance, Royal Caribbean, once you get to a certain status, you get 5 free drinks per day. That may stop you from purchasing the Cheers package, which I know Carnival Cruise Line doesn't want, but that's a neat perk. On some cruise lines, once you reach a certain level, you get spa access, the thermal suite access, which I think is pretty cool as well. But then there are old school things like priority embarkation and debarkation that we want to remain the same. We want that perk. And so Islanders, let us know in the comment section below, what are some things that you want to see stay as part of the current program? What are some things that you want to see new? And do you want to see Carnival Corporation do this same thing that Royal Caribbean Group has done, where you can match and you can move across the entire corporation and have the same status? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. I wanted to share this story as well. Private islands and the increase of private islands across the industry continues to grow. This is a touchy subject. Some people love these private islands. They love them because it can be a cheap day. You just go to the beach. Most of the time, the beaches are beautiful. You don't have to spend very much money. There are chairs and loungers there. If you want an upscale experience, that is there as well. You can pay for an adults only area. You can pay for an all-inclusive package. You can get the massage. You can still do your excursions. It's pretty neat, but some people don't like these private islands because you're not immersed in local cultures like you are when you go to Aruba or like when you go to Cozumel. You're immersed in a local culture, in a different language, in a different way of living, and different food and traditions and things like that. So it is a touchy subject, but cruise lines continue to invest in these private islands. Of course, we've seen what Royal Caribbean has done with Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It is mind-blowing. If you have not been yet, I encourage you to go. It is unbelievable. Carnival Cruise Line, of course, investing in Celebration Key, spending over $200 million in this private island. Disney is doing the same thing as they share, that their second private island is now open. It is now ready for guests. Disney Lookout Cay is now open at Lighthouse Point. It is their second private island. It's going to start welcoming passengers next week. It is in the Bahamas. They started on this in April of 2022, and now they're finally done. Of course, all the favorites that you can imagine with Disney Cruise Line will be there. Mickey and Minnie and all the festivities and all the characters and all the costumes and all the songs and the shows and the entertainment. All of it is there. Disney is really excited about this private island. And so are passengers who sail with Disney. One thing that I think is interesting, and one thing that Disney is doing, is they are incorporating sometimes on some itineraries both of their private islands. It's interesting. Right now they have over 160 cruises that's set to visit Disney Lookout Cay, but on some 7-day itineraries, they're going to visit this new private island. They're also going to visit the other private Disney island, Castaway Cay. So think about this. On a 7-day cruise, you have 3 ports of call, and 2 of the 3 ports are private islands. Are you up for that? Do you welcome that? Would you like to have those 2 private islands, which really are going to be beach days? Or do you want to see 2 of the 3 ports of call as actual countries, actual places that you can immerse yourself in the culture? It's interesting, and this is split down right down the middle, 50-50 of people who like these private islands and who like traditional ports of call. Let us know what you think in the comments section below. If you would like 2 private islands or not, share that with us. Cruise lines continue to invest in these islands. There are several reasons for doing so. Number 1, the tax reasons and tax amounts to visit these islands are less. Number 2, they own the excursions, right? You're not going to get off the ship and go do something independent. When you go to the private island, you get off the ship. If you want to snorkel or parasail or rent jet skis or whatever it's going to be, you're going to purchase it from the cruise line. That's increased money right there as well. They also offer packages that you can, VIP packages and spa packages. They own everything. The upcharge possibilities are endless. But at the same time, passengers like them. They get good feedback from them as well. Some love them, some hate them. I'm someone that actually likes them. I enjoy these private islands. Islanders, let us know in the comments section below. Do you enjoy these private islands? Is 1 enough for you? Would you like to see 2? We'll see what happens next. Of course, Celebration Key with Carnival Cruise Line is the next island that people have their eyes on. They're investing so much money, and there are updates to come. I can promise you that. That is the cruise news for today. That is the show for today. We're looking forward to sharing more content with you. Again, Amanda and I sharing just some cruising 101 videos, some tips and tricks. We've been meaning to do this for a long time, and now here we are. We can't wait to see your show ideas in the comments section. Islanders, we hope that you have a good weekend. We hope that you're doing something cruise related. I know some of you are getting ready to cruise as summertime has officially started. Some of you are planning and things like that. Let me share this with you. We have no baseball this weekend. So if you're looking to book your cruise, you want someone to manage your cruise, you have questions about a cruise, email us at travel@bookislandtime.com. We will find probably 4 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday, to work. So we would love to hear from you and to help you manage and book your cruise. Islanders, that's it. That is the show. We hope that you like the show. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you in the comment section below. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.